Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm your host, Brittany Bull, and sitting in with me today is my guest, Josh Klitz.
That's me.
Thanks for being here, Josh.
Always.
He's here with his bar, Hooligans.
That's right.
On the corner of 10th and Washington.
That's what they tell me.
Okay.
It hasn't moved unless you know something I don't.
I don't.
Thank God.
All right, but we have some big news to talk about because
Yes.
tonight, a huge event.
Yeah, Ladies' Night. It's our third attempt at it. We keep growing it, and we do it every other Tuesday. And yeah, we've got one coming up tonight.
All right. So what time does that start?
We started off at 7 o'clock, and we just kind of bring in some different vendors that I think ladies might like. At least that's what my wife and my cousin tell me is what's popular, so I agreed, shake my head. But,
So you have really no idea what's going on, do you?
No, I really don't.
Okay.
It's,
I'll tell you a little bit.
I'd love to hear
All
it.
right.
That'd be fantastic.
I mean, the one thing that stood out to me for Ladies' Night, because I've been interested in getting it done myself.
Sure.
Permanent jewelry.
Correct.
You have the lady from Forever Wear Permanent Jewelry. She's going to be there.
Yep, she'll be there from I think 7 to 9, selling her wares and showing off what she's got for ladies.
Permanent jewelry.
Yeah,
It means you can never take it off.
That's called a tattoo, but I didn't know that you could do that with jewelry either. So.
Apparently you can.
Yeah, it's just nice. I need to learn something about it, so she can teach me when she's there.
Anything else besides the permanent jewelry that you have to offer on Ladies' Night?
Yeah, it's karaoke. Kay's. You've got it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's them. The music place. They'll be doing the karaoke for the ladies as well during that time. We'll also be having our house drinks like our Love Bug and our Strawberry Breeze and Bluesberry.
Love Bug is good.
It's delicious.
Are you going to tell me what's in it?
I'm not.
Okay.
That'd be ridiculous of me to do. But I will tell you it's $1 off tonight. So
That sounds exciting.
We've
Maybe
got
I'll be
that.
there to have a drink or two.
So you have to come now. It's
Okay.
now you're now
Okay, the
required by
biggest
law.
question though, Ladies' Night, are men allowed?
Yeah. I mean,
Do the dudes get the deals too?
if they show up and they've got
And
money,
they
I'm not
show-
going to tell them no. You can't have a Love Bug. Of course, I'm going to sell them a
Okay.
Love Bug, but
So
I'll also.
I was gonna say the dudes then can come to the bar that I work at tonight.
Yeah,
you
if
know,
they-
it's my once a month plug or whatever.
Oh, okay, I dig it.
Yeah, so
I dig
ladies
it.
go to yours, dudes go to mine.
Yeah, no, let's celebrate that. We'll split it up, divide and conquer. I love it.
Yeah.
So if you guys can handle that, I'll just take all the ladies, and as long as they've got their husband's wallets or their own wallets, or if you stole the money, I don't mind. Just bring it down to Hooligans and have a drink.
Okay, one more thing about Hooligans that we're celebrating. You have recently acquired your gaming machines. That's huge for a bar.
That's massive. We've been waiting since June 28th of last year for them. So
this whole time you've been kind of doing the dang thing.
Yeah, just running
without
Yeah, well, we've been
that revenue.
We've been rocking it just as a bar, and it's been doing well thanks to everyone out there. So I appreciate everyone showing up. But now it's gonna be time that we can enjoy the fruits of our labors a little bit and let people that like to push the pokies spend some money there.
That's
So.
exciting.
Absolutely.
I know
I'm
that my friend and co-host Ashley likes to push that button.
Yes,
so
I've got
we'll
4
be there.
machines that she can go crazy on. I'll save her all 4 seats. So as long as she's got the cash again, stop down to Hooligans.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks again
No, I
for
appreciate it,
stopping
guys.
in
Thank
and
you.
filling in for me.
Absolutely.
So make sure you check out Ladies' Night.
Yes,
Get there. Say hi to
please.
John. Are you going to be there?
I take off before. I'm very dreamy, and I don't need to confuse the evening with me there. So we'll just we'll let the ladies have their night.
Who is going to be there? Do you know? You have some lovely lady bartenders.
Yes,
By the way.
we've got awesome bartenders. I believe Miss Emily will be there bringing the night in. She'll come on and she'll close at night during Ladies' Night. So
Sweet.
Emily's our local in-house smartass, and we couldn't do it without her.
Well,
and
thank
the
you,
others, of
Emily.
course.
I will be there for my pre-dude bartending night drink.
Well, if you show up,
Okay?
you're going to leave with permanent jewelry. So just be prepared to love something for the rest of your life. It's going to be on your wrist.
I think I can handle that.
Outstanding.
All right.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Josh.
Appreciate it.
We'll be back after this.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center. Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
Kelly's has been a fun place to eat and drink in Quincy since 1982. A fun and friendly atmosphere, food with flavor, homemade cinnamon rolls, and famous cheese soup, the best menu in town. Kelly's, 2902 Broadway, Quincy.
The Tower, a great place to meet and eat. But did you know the Tower has one of the finest drink selections in our area? Along with its incredible Mexican menu, the Tower specializes in tequilas for every taste. Names like Patron, Cabo Wabo, and Hornitos. And don't forget the margaritas. On Mondays and Tuesdays, stop by and pick up a single topping pizza and get Tower margaritas to go. Enjoy the Tower at home or in our dining room, bar area, or the Tower's signature climate-controlled porch. The Tower Pizza and Mexican in Quincy.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
What kind of shows will you see on Muddy River Gems each month? The same award-winning storytelling from Mark McDonald and crew that you enjoyed for nearly 20 years on PBS. Muddy River Gems with host Mark McDonald. A new episode every month online from Muddy River News.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Daily Muddy, and I'm here with our guest, Mary Frances Barthel from Blessing Health. Thank you, Mary, for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so I have a lot of questions because I went into this obviously filling in and not knowing exactly what's going on here. So Blessing Health, I asked you right off the bat, what exactly the services that you're providing now, because it's new, right?
That's right. It's called Hospital from Home. It's still relatively new, although we just celebrated our 2nd anniversary in February. So we've been doing it about 2 years. And we provide hospital-level services in the home for selected patients who meet our criteria.
Okay, so just to be clear to the viewer, because I had no idea, I was like, is this hospice? And it's absolutely not hospice.
Nope, it's not hospice and it's not home care. So these are patients that come to our emergency room with an acute condition, maybe pneumonia or urinary tract infection or cellulitis, congestive heart failure, those types of things. But they need to be admitted to the hospital because they need hospital level care. They might need oxygen for the first time. They might need IV medicines. They might need to be very closely monitored and receive regular nursing assessments. So that level of acuity would ordinarily mean that you would have to be admitted and stay in the 4 walls of the hospital. But for the last couple years, we've had this program that we've been developing and growing to allow us to provide that level of care in the patient's home with the same level of safety and quality as the patients who are actually in our 4 walls.
And a little bit probably more comfort because it's in your home. That's an amazing service. And I think it sounds like something that Blessing is able to offer. Is it just people, I'm assuming, within the area?
We can go up to 60 minutes from Blessing Hospital, and we can serve both Missouri and Illinois. We don't go into Iowa.
Okay. Well, that is a perk about living, in the area and having the Blessing hub. You have that healthcare opportunity. So it is an opportunity. How does one go about applying for this, I guess?
Well, you don't have to apply, but what we do, we work very closely with our emergency room doctors, and we encourage them to think about us for those patients who meet those criteria. So what we can't do in the home, we can't do a lot of advanced diagnostics. Like if you're going to need a CAT scan the next day, we can't do that in the home. So we're mostly looking for patients to have a clear diagnosis and a clear treatment plan, and then we just have to make sure that we can provide that in the home. So the emergency room doctors will give us a call, and we will evaluate the patient and see if they're appropriate. But it doesn't hurt to ask. So if you find yourself in that situation and you're in our emergency room and the doctor says you need to be admitted, that is a fair question. Can I be admitted to the Hospital from Home program?
That's good. That's good to be informed, because at the same time, I know like everyone has their hands full, and you have to be looking out for number one too,
That's
as
right.
yourself.
That's right.
So that's good. Anything else that you have to add about the new? I guess it's not so new. The program.
So at this point, not every insurance company has agreed to cover it.
Okay.
So insurance is another criteria. We're able to take all Medicare patients.
Okay.
So back in the pandemic, CMS or Medicare offered a waiver that allowed hospitals to do this. And so out of 5,000 hospitals in the United States, there's about 375 hospitals that have sought after a waiver.
Okay.
And of those, only about 250 actually have an operating hospital from home program.
Nice.
So we're one of only 250 in the nation. There's only 5 in the state of Illinois, and we are the only rural home hospital program in the state of Illinois.
Again, another reason that I'm glad I live in the Blessing Hub.
Yes.
Okay, so one last quick question, because that brought to mind. Did this come about maybe like from COVID? Was it a way to, I guess, free up the hospital space, and
Yes.
was this maybe a light of the end of the tunnel for COVID, or a benefit, if you will?
Right. So the initiative started, or at least was propelled by the pandemic.
Okay.
For both reasons that you mentioned. So it was a way to deliver care outside of the hospital. It was also a way to free up beds in the hospital. So that is how it started. We started our journey by participating in a randomized control trial with the Harvard School of Public Health. And so they had a very successful program that they ran in Boston, and they wanted to know, would that same program be as effective in a rural community? So we were one of 3 rural communities selected to be in this control trial, and that research study wrapped up last July.
Wow.
And so since then, the program has continued to run, and we've continued to grow.
Well, that's awesome. Okay, well, I do thank you for being here and informing me with all this. I know it's not something that maybe everyone wants to think about, but it is, like I said, it's good to be informed on this information and take, that into your own hands. And like Mary said, if you ever do find yourself in this situation, ask about these services, because that's what they're there to do. Blessing Health is there to help.
The only other thing I would add is that we have shown that we've been able to do this with the same quality and safety that patients receive when they're in our 4 walls, and we do that. One of the ways we're able to provide that care is technology. So we've gotten a grant, and we participate with a company that provides 24/7 monitoring of these patients. They wear a little sticker on their chest, and with that sticker, I can monitor from my laptop computer or from even my cell phone. I can see their heart rate, their blood pressure, their respiratory rate. I even can tell how many steps they're taking or if they've had a fall.
That
so
is
I'm
amazing.
able to monitor all of that and keep track of them very closely. So actually, these patients are monitored more than most of our patients even get, on the inpatient side.
I would kind of prefer, like I said too, those not that the 4 walls do not feel, safe and secure, but inside the hospital. But yeah, I want the 4 walls of my house, and man, sounds like there's not getting anything by you with that sticker. I'd rather be wearing the sticker.
They do get 2 nursing visits a day that are in person, and then they get a telemedicine visit with a doctor. So they still see a doctor every day, and their care plan is documented in their hospital chart just as if they were still in the hospital. So patients love it because they get to sleep in their own bed, eat their own food, wear their own clothes. And they also appreciate that the schedule is really around their schedule, not around the hospital staff's schedule.
Oh, that is hard to do, and that's amazing. That's awesome. Again, so glad to be in the Blessing Hub and have that opportunity. And please reach out, to Mary if you have any questions.
Thank you.
Thanks again, Mary Frances, for being here.
Thank you very much.
All right, that does it for today's Daily Muddy. We'll catch you here tomorrow.